Wow, these two guys have just been in such fine form all event.
Yeah, Ethan's, almost swapped roles with Owen in a way. He was sort of languishing down the back end of the ratings formerly as a Championship Tour surfer when Owen was ruling up top, and now Ethan, the front-running Australian on the leaderboard at the moment. Damien Hardman, Tom Carroll, and then Occy won in 98, and then it took a long time before we saw another backhand surfer win. And here we go, Ethan on the first wave of the quarterfinals and straight into it. Big hammer there, drives up into the pocket. That's 3 solid turns on the bowl. And now whipping back and hoping this wave has the energy to get through to the inside. He doesn't want to know about it though, he's out of there.
Look, Owen probably thought that Ethan wasn't going to do that because he's such a nice kid, but he just swung on the inside and then just bang straight into it. Just the aggression that he throws at these turns, and as you see, he's not second guessing anything. He's just going straight in and just hammering them.
And you need that confidence here, don't you? Because this is a wave, Rich, that have a look at this turn first. Take us through it, Richie.
Oh, look, he's just all the weight starting to get onto that on the back. Onto the tail pad there. Didn't overcook that one. He needed to keep going down the line and set up for this second turn. This is really the money turn of this entire wave. Just look how deep those bottom turns are. And that trademark hack releases the fins.
Aggressive start from Ethan there, getting under Owen Wright and taking that inside position when priority was neutral. Now really asking questions of Owen, but he's got that priority. Owen, though, didn't have to think too hard about this one. Beautiful looking wave. Knew that he only had that one real big section, probably to attack. That wave was kind of shouldering off a bit, and he went all out and unsuccessful on that occasion.
You just want the wave actually drawing off the reef and getting that clean face, as this one's got a really nice clean face.
Yeah, Owen Wright looking to answer back, throw away on his first ride, doesn't quite get on the roof with that manoeuvre, and he goes down again. Ethan Ewing dropped a 7.5 on that first ride.
5 to 6 minutes of this heat, we've seen plenty of sets come through. Here's Owen on this little inside track. He was streaking down the line and just late to the party on that final hit. But good sign starting off, slicing down the line. You can see there, doesn't over-rotate the surfboard, keeps the nose pointing down the line. His intent here was to get up and over that little section.
In some of the heavier conditions and locations, most of his wins have come on the forehand. But he's certainly had some big performances here on the backhand as well. We mentioned that he's featured in the quarterfinals a bunch of times here at Bells Beach. But Owen having a look at one now, and it looks like a pretty decent wave. He's had a couple of falls already, but he plants that first floater nicely. Well positioned for a big attack on the bowl. Driving up into it again. Gets a bit of release in the tail. Technique spot on. Always from Owen, just trying to negotiate the bumps in the face of this ride and clean up where he made mistakes before. He's just a caretaker, and we'll see a replay now of Owen's last ride. What a great floater to get started, Rich.
Yeah, it was a great floater, but just a little moment where he got caught off the bottom, and then on the second turn just got stuck up in the lip. So Owen just having a little bit of problem with a little bit of trouble with negotiating through these bumps up high in the lip of the wave.
Gets an opportunity to put a big backup number on the board. Rebounds off the foam there. Nice end section hit. And he'll duck under that one.
You can change your shot a little easier than on your backhand, as we see Owen here.
Up again, a 5 on his last ride. There's a better turn. Hooks it beautifully in the pocket. A well-timed hit. Back out in front now, lining up this last section. Driving up into it now. And just rides out of that foam, and that'll be his best ride.
And he's making subtle changes too when he's bottom turning. He's not actually holding a perfect line. He's making little adjustments in his bottom turn. Another thing to note here on the backhand. So watch when Owen goes up to hit the lip. There's a moment where he has to turn his head, and he's actually riding blind for a millisecond. So for a moment there, before he actually tags the lip, he actually can't see what his board doing on his forehand. So watch here. His eyes are looking where he wants to go. and now here the head's turning. So he's not actually watching out in front. If you're on your forehand, you're watching everything that's happening in front of you.
As we have a look at Ethan on the replay.
Whoa, up and over that grindy little section. Around again, just slicing and filleting this wave to pieces. Another roundhouse hook right back up into the power source. And a fourth turn. Bangs it, comes through to the inside, finishes well.
It's hard. It's hard to let that first wave of the set go because it is so good. Here goes Owen.
On that first wave again. Starts with the float. Off the bottom this way, starting to flatten out. He's going to get out of there. Yeah, I guess if you've got ankle injuries that flare up, winning through heat after heat at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach is going to put more stress on your ankles because you've got to walk the stairs more.
Here we go. Here's an interesting little moment.
Well, Ethan with priority.
That could be a huge mistake.
And he lets Owen go here. Drives up into it. Owen doesn't waste the opportunity. That's his best turn yet. Needs to combo it up. Tries to climb the roof. It slaps him back down. Can still save this ride with something dynamic on the end section, but it's just going to fade away on him.
You'd have to say that's all she wrote for poor O. He sort of needed to convert that wave, get back on the ski, and then hope you get those flurry of set. Yeah, 100%. Owen's put himself in a great position to make that cut. And place like main break, he's got incredible surfing for that wave. But then also, if it goes to the box, by far the best goofy footer out there.
Yeah, well, he's had one of the highest heat score totals we've ever seen in WA. That was at the box on the backhand. Ethan Ewing, though, too strong in quarterfinal number 1, and for the second time this year, he's on his way to the semi-finals. Stay with us. Quarter 2 around the corner. Felipe Toledo takes on John Florence.